What's going on, guys? Sharpshot here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So for today's video, I just want to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's honestly surreal that I get to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers today. That's such a big number, and if you had told me in October that I was going to be at 10,000 subscribers not even a year after starting back, I would have said you were fucking crazy. I literally posted my thank you for 1,000 subscribers a little bit over a month ago, and to say that we're now at 10,000 subscribers is insane to me. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for the endless support that I've been getting on every single video, every single Twitch stream, on Twitter, literally everywhere. The support has been so awesome, and I could not thank you guys enough from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me. Whether you've been here for one video, or this is the first video you're watching, or you've been here since the start and you've been an OG, I just want to say thank you. You guys really mean the world to me, and you allow me to post YouTube videos and stream on Twitch every single day. It's honestly a dream come true, and hopefully I'm going to be able to keep posting and keep streaming for you guys as long as possible, because I truly love being able to post and stream to, honestly, I think the best community on YouTube and Twitch. I've been trying to record this over and over, trying to find things to say, but honestly words can't even describe how happy I am to reach this milestone and how happy I am of the community. There's no words to describe how happy I am and how lucky I am to be able to do this. So honestly, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for our little community, for YouTube, for Twitch, and everything. I'm just super excited to just keep posting, keep streaming for you guys, and keep trying to make the best possible content each and every single day. 10,000 subscribers would not have been possible without each and every one of you. So if you're seeing this, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me, like I said before, and I'm super excited to keep hitting these milestones with you guys and keep growing our little community bigger and bigger, and posting more content and streaming more content for you guys in the future. So before we get into the tier list, I just want to say a couple announcements. My Discord server, Sharpshots Galaxy, is out now. Click the link in the comment section, or I'm going to be putting it right under me if you want to make some friends, talk about DBD, or honestly anything. Keep up to date with my Twitch streams and my YouTube posts, and be able to talk to me. That'll all be in the Discord server, so make sure you guys join up if you're interested. And if you didn't know already, I stream on Twitch if you want to see my personality and all of the rages and the funny moments live. Holy shit! I'll be streaming 3 times a week and hopefully more in the future, so yeah, make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much again for 10,000 subscribers, and here's to the next 10,000 subscribers. I'm super excited to keep posting and keep streaming for you guys. So yeah, now onto the tier list of the survivors I think I could beat in a fight. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so a lot of people are probably gonna beat me in this tier list, but I think it's gonna be pretty funny just seeing who I would be able to beat, who I would definitely lose to, and whatnot. So basically I'm gonna go in order of release and rate whether I would be able to beat them or not, and I'll explain why I think I could beat them or why I couldn't beat them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the tier list. So the first survivor is gonna be Dwight, and I think I could most certainly beat him in a fight in an easy win. Dwight's kind of a scaredy cat and he looks kind of like a nerd, so I definitely think I could beat him. Honestly, if there's any survivor on here that I could beat with 100% certainty, it would definitely be Dwight. Moving on to the second survivor, I have Meg Thomas, and I think this would probably be a loss. Meg was a track star before entering the entity, so she's super athletic, and I probably haven't been to the gym in like 2 years, so she could probably beat me with her conditioning, but being really strong isn't really a track star kind of thing, so if I land a couple shots, I'd definitely be able to knock her out. This is kind of weird that I'm saying who I would beat if it was a woman, but I wouldn't ever get into a fight with a woman, but this is just hypothetical. Moving on to Claudette, I could 110% beat her in a fight. I mean, listen, she's a blendette and literally hides from everything, hides in the corner of the maps whenever you see her in a survivor match. So she's scared of everything, and she's also a nerd like Dwight, so I could definitely beat Claudette. Moving on to Jake Park, I think this would be a probable win. In the lore, he's a rich kid that doesn't really want to live up to the heir of the throne, and he goes off and lives on the woods by himself, so he definitely has the survival instincts in him, so he could probably put up a good fight, but he's kind of just a spoiled rich kid a little bit, so I could definitely beat him up. Moving on to the entity, Naya. I definitely could not beat her. I mean, look at her. She looks so fucking scary. She could beat me the fuck up in 2 seconds. She's a troublemaker and a rebel, so she definitely knows how to get out of the trouble, so she could definitely put up an insane fight and whoop me out of the skate park. Moving on to Laurie Strode, I think this would be a probable loss. I haven't seen the movies that she's in, but I think she puts up a good fight against Myers with her fucking knife that she's holding around, running around the house. So I think she has definitely the survival instincts, and the fight or flight mentality is pretty good with her. So when push comes to shoves and she has to fight, I think she'd put up honestly a good fight and probably beat me. Moving on to my favorite survivor main, Ace. I think this would be a 50-50. Ace is a gambler that would kind of scam everybody he would ask for money from, and in the lore it says that he can survive against all odds. So yes, he does run away from everybody, but in a fight he would survive, so it would kind of be a 50-50, but I think I could probably pull away with the win. Next up is Bill, and for 1,000,000% I would lose against him. I think Bill would be by far the survivor I would get killed by. He's from Left 4 Dead, and all he does is fight zombies and survive, so he knows a thing or two about fighting. With his military tactics and stuff, he could take me down in literally a second. Moving on to Fang Min, I can guarantee you that I would get an easy win against her. She's basically the typical gamer that just sits in her room and plays all day. All she knows are keyboard and mouse. She doesn't really know how to fight in the real world, so I definitely think I could beat up on a gamer. Moving on to David King, I would 100% lose against him. His whole character is being a bad boy, kind of fighting and beating everybody up, so he's very accustomed to fist fights, and on top of that he played rugby, which is one of the toughest sports out there, so yeah, it's safe to say I would get beat the fuck up. Moving on to Quentin, I think I could 100% win against him. I'm not really sure how he is in the movies and how he puts up a good fight against Freddy. I've never seen the movies, but judging off of his character in DBD, he looks like the biggest nerd ever, and he looks kind of skinny. He kind of just looks like he would shy away from every hit, so I could definitely get him in a fight. Moving on to David Tapp, I definitely think I would lose against him. He's a detective and he works for the police force, so he's definitely trained for fighting and fist fights and all that stuff, so he could pull out his little techniques and take me down in literally 2 seconds. Moving on to Kate Denson, I think I could definitely win against her. She's a country musician that just plays the guitar, so she doesn't really know how to fight. She just knows how to play the guitar and knows everything about music, so I could definitely beat her up in a fight. Moving on to Adam Francis, I think this would be a 50-50. Adam is a school teacher and he's actually really smart, so he could probably put up a good fight and surprise me with some moves that I wouldn't expect him to know, because he's just so smart and knows everything. But he is also a school teacher, so he's kind of a little bit of a nerd, so I would definitely get the upper hand on him for that, so I think I could probably win the 50-50. Moving on to Jeff, I think he's another 50-50. Jeff is the biggest character in DBD, so his wingspan and his height could definitely get me in a fight, but in the lore he's kind of a nerd and he actually got beat up really badly in a fight at a concert, and he's really into the arts and stuff like that. He went to art school and stuff, so with that side of him I think you could beat him, but with his height and his wingspan I think he'd put up a good fight. Moving on to Jane, I think this would be a probable win. In her lore she's kind of in the entertainment business and she has her own talk show and stuff like that, so she definitely knows a lot about the real world, so she could definitely put up a little fight, but she is in entertainment, so I definitely think I could beat her up. Moving on to Ash, I think this would be a 50-50. I've never seen the Evil vs. Dead show that he's in, so I don't really know if he's actually would be able to put up a good fight, but I know it's a comedy TV show, so I could probably put up a good fight because he probably is really clumsy. But like Jeff, he also is really tall and his wingspan could definitely get the best of me, and with his fist that he has, I don't really know what it does. If he punched me with that, it would probably hurt really badly. Moving on to Nancy, this would be an easy win. Nancy literally in her picture just looks terrified. I know in Stranger Things she could put up a pretty decent fight, but in regards to Dead by Daylight, she looks terrified and super scared of everything and runs away from everything like inner strength with her locker perk. She hides in a locker, so I think I could definitely get the best of her because she would just shy away from everything. Moving on to Steve Harrington, I think this would be a probable loss. In Stranger Things, he definitely beats up some people and puts up good fights, but he is also kind of just a schoolboy all talk kind of guy, so I think I could definitely put up a fight against him, but he's pretty tall and he's athletic too, so he could definitely beat me up. Moving on to Yui, I think this would be a 50-50. Yui is part of a bike gang in Tokyo, so she kind of knows the streets and stuff like that, so I think she could could put up a fight in that sense because she has a lot of street knowledge, but she is only good at riding bikes and stuff like that. So I think when push comes to shove and it goes in a fight, I could definitely get the best of her. Moving on to Zarina, I think this would be a probable win. She's a journalist in her lore, so I don't think she knows how to fight too well, but I think she could catch me by surprise and put up a pretty decent fight because she does investigate the prison to try and find her dad and stuff like that in the lore. So she definitely has a good fight or flight mentality and could definitely put up a fight, but I think I have the size advantage and definitely could beat her up. Moving on to Cheryl, I think this would be an easy win. In DBD, she's one of the skinniest and smallest characters in the game, so I definitely have the size advantage there, and I don't know if she actually puts up a good fight in Silent Hill and stuff like that against Pyramid Head, but regardless, I think the side advantage is too much and I could just beat her up. Moving on to Felix, I think this would be a 50-50. Felix is an architect in his lore, so he's definitely a little bit more on the nerdy side, but he also has the height and the wingspan advantage against me, so he could put up a good fight because he has the size advantage, but I think I could overall pull out with the dub because of my more athletic background than him. Moving on to Elodie, I think this would be a probable loss. Elodie's an investigator in her lore, so she's pretty tough and knows how to not take no for an answer, so she definitely knows how to fight and can put up a good fight. So me not having good fight mechanics, she could definitely get the best of me in that sense. Moving on to Yunjin Lee, I think this would be a probable win. Yunjin Lee looks like she's really mean and she kind of has a resting bitch face a little bit, but she's in the entertainment biz, so that expression is all about her attitude. I don't think she's actually tough in the fighting sense, so I think she was really upset one day and I had to fight her that day. I think she would probably put up a good fight, but other than that, I think I could get the best of her because I probably have the size advantage and everything like that. Moving on to the Resident Evil characters, I think Jill would be a probable loss. Jill definitely knows how to fight because she's in Resident Evil and has to go up against the Nemesis and stuff, and she's part of STARS, so she's definitely really tough and has fought and knows how to fight. She definitely has some good battle mechanics and fight mechanics that I have no idea how to do it, and she would just catch me by surprise and beat me the fuck up, honestly. Moving on to Leon, I think I said it right this time, but I think this would be an easy loss. Leon is in Resident Evil, so he's obviously really tough, and he is a rookie police officer, so you would say, oh, he is a rookie, he doesn't really know how to fight yet, but he goes out of his way to fight the monsters and shit like that, so he's really tough and knows how to fight because I was probably in his police academy training. He would definitely beat me up with his fight mechanics and his toughness. Honestly, he would just kill me. So yeah, that was my tier list. Overall, on the winning side, I have 11 survivors, and on the losing side, I have 10 survivors, and it's split 50-50 by 6 survivors. So if it was a 50-50 between those 6 survivors, I would probably win 3 and lose 3. So in total, I would probably win 14 fights, and I would probably lose 13. So it is kind of really split in the middle, 14-13 with the wins to losses. So yeah, guys, that's been the tier list. Let me know in the comments what you think about my tier list. Also, let me know if you want to see more fun videos like that, fun little DBD tier lists like this. I think this was a really fun video to make. I had a blast recording this, and again, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for 10,000 subscribers. It really means a lot, and it's honestly a dream come true being able to have the opportunity to be a YouTuber and a streamer. There's not a lot of people out there that have the opportunity to do this, so I'm super lucky to have an amazing community backing me. So if you're watching this, you watch till the end. Thank you for supporting me each and every single video, and hopefully we can just keep growing our little community bigger and bigger every single day. And yeah, thank you so much again. Words can't even describe how much I love you guys. But yeah, guys, that's been the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for 10,000 subscribers, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. This has been Sharp Shot, and I will see you guys in the next video.